Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Radu. Sometimes when people hear that, they go, "Oh, Radu. Does that mean anything?" I go, "Yeah. It means Kevin." And they get upset. I'm like, I wish it meant something. I wish it meant something awful. Because people can't object when that's just like your name, you know? They have to just like, thank you. They're like, Radu, what does that mean? I'm like, oh, it's child executioner. I'll just be like, I love that. Oh my God. It's so nice. I'm from Romania. Thank you. Not a clapping place. Does anyone know any facts about Romania that you can say around children? Like, there's stuff people know, but it's not. You can't say it. It's cold and dark. Like, didn't you have that genocide? We're like, yeah, we were the slowest at it. We weren't even good at genocide. We did kill our president, 1989, Christmas Day. Shot him and his wife. On like a brick wall, you know? He was a dictator, you know, but we shot him and we taped it on TV. They were gonna shoot him on Christmas Eve, but they're like, everyone gets Christmas, come on. And they're like 70 years old. They're like, so that video plays on Christmas in Romania every year because it's the anniversary of when we got democracy. And it's like grainy, black and white. It's like boring to people now. They've seen it like 30, 40 years. It's like when like It's a Wonderful Life comes on around Christmas. You're like, this is fucking boring shit. I took my wife to Romania and didn't tell her about it. And we're just like at Christmas dinner and she's just like weeping all of a sudden. Oh my God! I'm like, shh, the food's not that fucked up. Come on, bitch. Like, I know they're savages, but act like a fucking person. And she's like, no, I just saw an old man get killed on TV and his wife. And my grandparents are like, what? They turn around, they're like, oh, this fucking boring shit? Like, this bitch is soft. You think this is bad? We loved this. This was great. You know how hard it was to kill this guy? He had the army and all the food.
All right, who here is from Texas? We have any native Texans in here? Any native Texans? Your next comment's from right here, Houston, Texas, man. Give it up for Houston, Texas. And give it up for Radu Bondar.
Oh, hello. My name's Radu. I'm the closest thing to a white man on this show tonight. They got close. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm white. Because I'm from Romania. Thank you. It's a built-in laugh, but it doesn't matter. People can't tell sometimes. Like, sometimes they hear my full name. People will hear Radu Mihai Bondar. And they'll think, oh, if I see something, say something. But then they'll hear how selfish and condescending my voice is. And they're like, that guy's white, for sure. That's a Josh or a Marshall. Maybe a Tanner, but definitely not a Babu Schmackbar, whatever the fuck he was telling us earlier. That's a white guy. He'll call the police on your dog if it's too loud. I don't know for sure if I'm white. You know, I don't know how I identify. Because my instincts are to talk to the manager when I'm upset at something. But I also burn all my own garbage outside. So, tomato, tomato. I just do like having a good immigrant perspective to America, because America is so funny, and it's even funnier when you're like one step back from it. There was this, people were upset recently that they cast the Little Mermaid as a black lady. They changed the voice, and people were like, what? Mermaids are white? You know it, I know it. That's the rule. Forgetting there's already a Jamaican crab in that whole thing. You can be racist and not do your due diligence? What are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't change the movie if you change... Most movies change one character's race. It doesn't affect it at all. You know what I mean? There's only a few movies where if you changed one character, it might be problematic. Like if you recast Schindler's List or something and kept everyone the same, but you made Hitler black, that could be weird, you know? You cast like Idris Elba, now you have like a black fuckable Hitler. It's a huge problem for everyone involved. He is so fuckable, yeah. She said that next to her boyfriend or husband or whatever this is, loud, so I could hear, because he's that fuckable. Like Hitler, that's the one nice thing about Hitler. There's not a lot of nice things about Hitler, but he looks evil. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't look. You could show Hitler like a picture of him to a kid that doesn't know anything about Hitler. He'd be like, "Yikes! What the fuck is that?" Like, but if you showed him Idris Elba, he's like, "No, tell me more. Why'd he do it? What's the? What if he had a reason?" There's no movies that really it matters when you change. Like maybe 101 Dalmatians. Kept everyone the same. You made Cruella de Vil Asian, though. Because it takes like 4 dogs to make a coat. Why she want to kill 101 dogs? That's so much dog meat, is the subtext. Also, she wouldn't pronounce Cruella very well. Whatever, that's part of it. You laughed, so we're all racist together. It's not a big deal. Different perspectives give you, like, you just see the lane differently. You know, I see America very differently than you guys. I'm from a third world country, but I also know that parts of America are third world, and you guys don't recognize it. Like Louisiana, it is so disrespectful to Puerto Rico that Louisiana is a state and they are not. Because Puerto Rico is trying, man. That whole fucking island got wiped out by a hurricane. 8 months later, everyone's got running water and internet. Louisiana's never had that once. Not since the Louisiana Purchase.
We need education. We need people to care about. You think we're gonna get abortion back? No. You see, some people, so this lady right here is like, no, it's not coming. We're going to Mexico like we're supposed to. We're not going to vote it back. You're right. You can't vote it back. We got to fight for abortion the same way conservatives got rid of it. We got to spread misinformation about abortion. I do my part. Every time it comes up, I'm like, you know what makes the hole tighter, right? It's proven science. Because they use a vacuum to suck it up. Tied it for 3 months. You'll see people at the midterms just lining up to vote, like, bro, I'm here for the grip. I'm here to vote for the grip. What's up? Is that Republican or Democrat? Which one's the grip? Anytime, just bring it up. You can. Anytime someone's talking about abortion, you're like, you know, when women get abortion, it makes them hornier for bald guys. Because they miss the baby. Think about it. That's what you're voting against? Okay, all right. I'll remember that. Limited government. I don't benefit from abortions personally, but I like having them around. I don't want to pick a name for my kid. My friend got rejected recently. He tried to name his kid Little Fucker, and they were like, no. I don't care if he's the third in line. He can't pick that name. Because if you want to name your kid something crazy, it's got to be in the dictionary. It's got to be like a proper noun. So I would name my kid Pedophile. I know, the British kids would bully him. They can't pronounce it right, but I put him in church, he'd fit in, he'd make friends and stuff. It's to protect him, okay? No one's gonna molest a kid named Pedophile. Some handsy t-ball coach is like, what's your name? Pedophile? Yeah, it's a setup. I'm not. And now give me like my brother Dateline. I'm not fucking going down like that.
Make some noise. You made some noise. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Yeah, y'all look great. It's a good looking, okay, this is a class of white people in this crowd.
I kind of hate performing for a wealthy audience. I like being the only one.
You like being the only rich guy?
Well, I'm new money, so I'm not good at it, but...
New money?
Yeah, I made all my money during the pandemic. It's kind of an embarrassing pandemic hobby.
Oh my God, you got an OnlyFans?
No, it was one of those commodities that's like hard to exchange for cash. I don't know what the value is right now, but when I sell these 500 catalytic converters, I'm gonna be paid, son.
You told me you invested in CC.
Yeah, you thought it was crypto?
Yeah, I told him it was crypto.
No, I told you, I have a call option. If you call me, I'll tell you that we're out of options.
Yeah.
Still catalytic converters. Little wealth joke for white people. Thanks for being with us this evening. What's going to happen is a couple comics are going to come. There's a few openers. We're going to do some stand-up for you guys. And then one of the most talented people alive is going to do some of her hour for you. Make some noise for Ray Bamford. It's going to be a fun show. You guys seem like a good crowd. Yeah. I can't wait. Can't wait to talk to you, Trey. Do you hang out with any racist people, Trey?
Not on purpose. Like, you know, like...
Well, you gotta watch baseball with somebody.
Right.
I know, not all baseball fans are racist.
But all races are baseball fans.
That's true. 100% linear correlation. And I feel bad for them. You don't think it's hard to be racist and love a sport that encourages immigrants to steal? That's you. You're nicer to your wife because you yell, Jose stole today!
Man, bro, nothing more American in this country than baseball and KFC. Those are the two most... KFC is just a white dude thriving off a stolen recipe. That's the whole...
Appropriation.
I hate the KFC commercials, because they don't have an accurate KFC commercial. You know what I mean? An accurate KFC commercial, it would just be a black slave lady in the kitchen cooking the chicken, and the master dude would walk in and be like, hey, give me this, well, you can't write it down, but just give me the recipe real quick.
Sing it to me, because you can't. Tell me the... Let me just...
She's like, season the chicken.
It would be a rough commercial, it would not.
Before I go, I'd like to plug my podcast. I don't really tell people the name of it, I just describe it. If you like it, you can look it up. It's a podcast. I have people on, I interview them. You know, I'm like, hey, how did you get started and whatever you do. And then like 10 minutes in, I slide them like an envelope. And I'm like, will you open that real quick? And then they open it, and I'm like, that was someone else's mail. I just got you in 4K, all these cameras. You're gonna give me the biggest guest in your phone book to be my next guest on this podcast. And I started a couple weeks ago with a door guy at the Comedy Store, and next week we're gonna have Doja Cat. It's called White Comic Black Male. Check it out on Stitcher. I've been Radu Bondar, you guys.
Y'all know that means she was sucking the shit out of that damn dick. You know what I'm saying? And when the car landed, the dick was probably still in her mouth and shit. Then you had some immature cop that was laughing. He was like, oh, the dick is still in there. But I immediately got jealous. I got jealous. You know why? Because I'm a lazy dick sucker. If y'all couldn't tell already. I don't, because I felt like it was too much work and I was starting to get traps. I was starting to get that neck muscle that you get when you fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Lazy, it's that, nobody knows what I'm talking about. Nobody's a dick sucker in here except for me. Y'all don't know about Pornhub except for her. Like, what the fuck? Y'all, this is what I do. I cheat out. I cheat out as soon as my jaw starts hurting. I cheat out. I get a good lather on my. I get a good lather, and then I get that movement with my hands, and I get a kung fu grip, and then I move my head, and I fluff my hair real big, and I hit him with the U-turn so you can't see my fucking face, and I'm like this. I'm like, He's like, Y'all know? Fuck y'all. I'm not dick sucking for 30 minutes. That's some bullshit. And I know none of us are doing it, women, because I ain't seen none of these neck muscles on none of y'all asses. Y'all, my name is Corey Lauren. Thank y'all so much.
Yo! We know way too much about Corliss and Kenji's sex life, nigga. Keep it going for Chorus Galore. Keep it going for Chorus Galore. Coming up next, we have another writer for Comedy Central. Start clapping, start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. The hits keep coming. Give it up. Radu Bondar.
Hey, wasn't that fun? It was amazing actually watching Corliss just kill by describing how she just is kind of nervous. Like I can tell you guys how I suck dick, it won't be that fun. I do it like this, I move the, it's like an Indian burn, and then when they're about to come, I go, pop! Pop the top. And then they don't ask anymore. It's kind of the opposite strategy, actually. My name is Radu. My dad's gross, dude. He embarrassed me in front of my friends all the time. He's a Romanian person, you know, that's gross. But he's just a gross guy, you know. Like he does this thing. I'll tell you a story. It was the first time I ever did mushrooms. And I didn't know, I was like 16, I was living at home. Me and my best friend upstairs, it's nighttime. I didn't know mushrooms, they don't really slide in, you know? They just kind of, boom. You're, like other drugs, you just kind of, you know, you get in there. But mushrooms, you're just like regular, and then you're Ray Charles high. All of a sudden, you're just boom. And so we took like too many, and we're talking to the devil, it's a problem, you know? And so we're upstairs, me and my friend Chris, we know we're gonna die if we stay in our room for some reason. And so like, let's go downstairs, watch TV, you'll just be regular, you know? We're walking down the stairs, and halfway down the stairs, we noticed my dad's still awake downstairs, watching TV. And so I turned to my buddy Chris, and I was like, hey, be cool. And he was like, okay. And we were just safe, you understand? We had a plan, it was all good from there. So we're like walking downstairs, we're all good, we'll be cool, be safe, you know, so whatever. We sit down, and my dad does this thing when he sees like an attractive woman on television, he'll make the worst noise ever, you know, he'll just see like Jennifer Aniston, and he'll be like, ooh. It's subtle, did you hear it? Some people miss it, you know? It's disgusting. He does that shit when my mom's around. He does that shit in front of his mom. He doesn't give a shit. I used to tell people it was a cultural thing. I'm like, he's Romanian, don't worry about that, it's just gross. But then he did it in Romania one time, and everyone was like, that's fucking disgusting, stop that shit. So we're sitting there, I'm sweating because I don't want to be embarrassed in front of my friend Chris, you know, and he's high, and it's just a whole thing. And Jennifer Lopez pops up on the TV, and my dad just predator noise. Like, it's not even sexually attractive noises. I don't know what it could be. My friend Chris is just like, dude. You can see in his face, he's not going to college after this experience. You know, just, oh. But then he kind of levels in, you know, and he's like, are you like Jennifer Lopez, Mr. Bondar? And my dad's like, you know, just to the point, you know. My buddy Chris is like, dude, would you rather have sex with her like 9 months pregnant or like 5 minutes dead? And my dad was like, and he just walked upstairs without saying anything. I was like, so Chris, what did you think be cool means? It wasn't that.
Oh, the Oscars, yeah, did you guys like them?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think the best actors are in movies. We're not that stupid, we don't agree with that, do we? The best actors are those guys that hide a secret family for like 20 years. 5 miles away from their first family. I don't give a fuck about what Matthew McConaughey did. I want to know about Steve from Reseda. He told his wife that he's got to go to Europe every other weekend, even though he's just an assistant manager at a Best Buy. That's way more impressive to me. This guy doesn't have a director or take two, any of that shit. He just has a minivan and he's got to change the stick figure family on the back. All right, Mike and Radu Bondar, you guys are fantastic. Stick around.